the return of Russ Diesel. Please welcome Terrence Ruffin.
Parents, go get them. Bring it home to Texas.
All right, guys. Morning of 7 a.m. Coach and his mentees are here. He's teaching the future generations how to get people shredded, look nasty, all that good stuff. So we're gonna weigh in. We'll do some posing, and yeah, we'll go from there. 181.6. Meal number 1. Meal number 2, 50 grams of cream of rice, 2 scoops of protein, some salt, some monk fruit. Let's get it.
Can we see what happens if you bring your elbows 1 inch forward? There we go. You had a little bit of extra width to you. Hold that. Hold that. And then sit on the left oblique a little more. Let's see if I can see. A little bit. There we go. If you do this once, like, it's not going to be replicable.
For sure.
Maybe get a few repetitions with that. So again, set the core, feel the oblique with a tiny oblique crunch, and then just roll those shoulder blades in. Hold that. Right, hold that here. And relax. Okay, very good shot. Not much that I want to critique out of it.
Yeah, basically what I'm gonna do on stage day is just do some mobility stuff too, cause it'll get you, like, if you do that on show day, you'll gain a little bit of range, like a half inch or an inch. It won't last forever, but it's a good tip.
Sure. All right.
He's just like, I know that. I don't care. It's whatever.
And then, favorite posing, so we grab those. Okay. All right, go ahead and hold that right there. And relax. Can we just try to drop your elbows just slightly? Like I like it a little better.
Okay.
You just have a little bit more top line width, not too high up. The higher up we go, a little more stretch you get, usually up a lot. I like it just a touch lower. And I feel like it looks a little better on the biceps too, personally.
Probably, yeah.
Good. Hold that. That's a good shot. Hold that.
Let me see if I can get the oblique thing.
Yeah, try that out with your little right oblique activation. There. A little bit there. Yes. Relax. And you felt it there?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, great work, Ruff. Best of luck. We'll see you when I see you again.
Yo, wait.
Yes.
Say hey to YouTube. Wait.
I do too.
This is CB. Hired him for proposing and stuff.
Yes, sir. Please reach out maybe like 5 to 6 weeks though, like in advance of starting. Only because I'm getting very booked, but it's a blessing, and I'm just happy to be doing what I love for a living. So thank you for the opportunity, and I'm excited to work with you all.
Awesome. All right, bro. You have a good one, man.
You too, brother. Take care, Ruff.
Yes, sir. You can tell he's been doing that a lot lately. Like posing coaching. He actually is really good.
He's good.
No, yeah. I like that a lot of posing coaches, they'll just do cookie cutter stuff, and I like that he goes back and forth to see what actually looks best with photos.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's probably one of the best things you can do is try something, see if it works, and go from there. That's how I live my life. Trial and error, test, reassess. All right, we're gonna head. Oh my gosh, yeah, that took 30 minutes. I was wondering why I was getting a little tired. We're gonna go to the gym now.
Yay.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, guys? We just made it. Hopefully we can cross the street. There's a bus coming. Probably need to take a step back. We just made it to the exercise warehouse. This is the oldest gym in Pittsburgh. I love it. This is my 3rd time coming here. I think Chris has come here. I saw Martin here the other day. If you're ever out in Pittsburgh for like nationals or whatever, check this gym out. Chloe's gonna be filming the workout. She's back there, and because I'm tired, so sorry guys. No, it won't just be me and you today, but we'll make it work. Yes sir. Get a day pass. Labrada, I don't know if you know his dad. Yeah. Dad's a really good guy.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, we have the Olympia here with Lee Haney and Lee Labrada's in it. And he told me, he said, Marco, do me a favor, give me a poster like that. So I took the poster down, got one made, and sent it to him.
What you guys doing? You guys jamming out to some Backstreet Boys? Or who is this? I don't know who this is, but yeah, this is the gym. It's a good. I like it, man. It's old school. Yeah.
There's some equipment you can find anywhere.
Yeah, since it's been open, 40 years isn't as long as I thought. I was thinking 40 years is only, I'm 30, I'm 31. That's not that much. That's not even old as my mom. I was thinking this place is like 60, 70 years old, you know? 40, what is 40? That's like 80s it's open. Ah, I don't consider 40 to be old. I think old is like 60 plus. We're gonna do this Milo style, giant sets. Only used for the last day of prep. Don't do this in your off season. I'm gonna get an angry message from Milos. What are you talking about?
Yeah, a little better.
All right. Let's add some weights. Next ones will be working sets. So there's 2 warm-ups for each. And probably we'll do one more back exercise, one more chest exercise, 1 or 2 warm-ups after that as well. Get up to 3 here.
Three.
I gotta wear this again on weigh-in day. Got the gold for first place Olympia, and we in Pittsburgh because it's kind of yellow too, so it works really well. This is the Steelers colors, yeah. So it's a double entendre. You know what that means? Right? Even got the hat to match everything. All right, that's it for these 2 exercises. Just 1 set a piece. Then we'll do some flies once he's all done. You think that candy in that Prejudging is still good? I wonder what kind of candy's in there. I'm actually really curious. The old grandma candy with the caramel, little caramel thingies, or like a little peppermint stick. I didn't even need any warm-ups for the other 2 sets. I just went straight to it. Oh man, little arms, delts after this. Then we got more posing, training, posing again. But to get you ready on stage, I'd rather do more now so that it's easy once you get on stage compared to not doing enough now. And then when you're on stage, you're suffering. Just like that shirt I made. What you do in the shadows will be revealed in the light. Right here, right now, this is the shadows, the stage is the light. Or you don't rise to the occasion, you fall to the level of your training. Right now is the training. Posing is part of the training. And that's where we're gonna be when we get on stage, not some magical upper echelon, you know. It's not like an anime where you could just believe in the power of friendship and just do 10 times better. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. What, Fairy Tail? That's Fairy Tail show, anime. It's not Fairy Tail. Whew. They cat calling me. Easy, easy. I think normally I do like 50, 55. We'll just stick to 40 today. My delts are finally less swollen. For a while, you couldn't see any detail from like here to here. There's still a little tenderness right there, but overall it's fine. You can even see where the muscle is like still tender, like it's a little strand. That's where it was sore. It should be good by Saturday. I got a question for you guys. What era would you say Sean Ray is from? Because Sean Ray competed, I think, 100% in the 80s because he had the flat top. Definitely in the 90s because he had the shaved head. And I think he may have did a little bit in the early 2000s. I think most people consider him I don't know, he's kind of in the middle between 80s and 90s, you know? Because I could argument for both. He killed it in both eras, 80s and 90s. I think people liked him better in the 80s before he started talking so much. 90s he was feeling himself because I don't think he's ever placed outside the top 5 at the Olympia. So by that time you get like 10 years of top 5 at the O. Started yapping a little bit too much. I did what? Was those 45s I did? Damn, I got stronger. Let's do 55. Oh man, that's good for hammer curls. I literally just worked out with Tristix just so you could put all my weights back the other day. I was like, bro, yeah, please put the weights back. So we'll do 2 more exercises. We'll do a tricep and probably a preacher curl in there, and we'll be finished. Delts are still healing, so we'll let them do their thing. No more trauma needed in that area. They look pretty good. Don't want to mess up that look and have them inflamed. I told them 11:30, because I always like to be at the show like an hour before it starts. Yeah, we found out a better way too. So like for my darker skin, they use a different type of stuff for me now. It makes me shine more. It gives me more color to my skin, and it doesn't dry out. They say don't put lotion on before you tan. I stopped listening to that because my skin is so dry. I need to stay moisturized. You know, I think that's part of the issue. Like I don't have issues soaking up the tan or the oil. Post-workout meal going down. We got 2 scoops of protein and 60 grams of whey, and it is delicious. Next meal up, it's almost gone. 200 grams of rice, 200 grams of chicken, 100 grams of zucchini. Alright guys, meal number 3 going down. 200 grams of chicken, 150 grams of rice, 100 grams of spiral zucchini. I actually really like this spiral zucchini. I was a little disappointed at first, but Pretty good. The water fountain stopped working at the airport, and then I didn't have time to buy more water, and then they only gave us like that much water on the plane. I was like, all right. Oh yeah.
That's what she did.
Dry. Too dry. No. Just full of water. That's all. Nothing crazy. Everything feels good. Just been relaxed.
Got 1 meal left, right? Check your weight.
I mean, you want to check it again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Final meal of the day. It's around like 9:30ish, and we're gonna go ahead and make it. Have not had rice in my last meal in a long, long time, but this is nice. We got rice in the rice cooker for tomorrow, right there. So prepping early, making sure we're prepared. We're doing 150 grams of rice. So I also had enough rice to last the whole day, which is pretty cool. But look at that. Today was a great day. Workout went really well. Trained at the old school gym. That's my 3rd time going. Every time I go, I love it. This time a little less than the last couple of times. I was like, man, we need a couple more pin loaded machines, so I don't have to load up these perks right now. But overall, really nice spot. The owner is incredible. So if you're ever here, you want some nostalgia, I feel like you're back in the 70s or 80s, check out Exercise Warehouse Gym. Great people. I know Chris has been there a couple times. I saw Martin was training there, so a lot of guys will go there too to train. All right. Tomorrow, no workouts, but tomorrow is weigh-ins. Yassine is not worried about me making weight at all. Like I mentioned in the last few videos, most likely my weight cutoff will be 187, but we don't want to a recap of the 2022 Olympia where they heighted me shorter, and out of that's only the 2nd time in history that's happened to me out of like 15-ish shows. So we're just gonna play it safe. I even bought some gravity boots, so we're gonna go back to Exercise Warehouse before weigh-ins tomorrow. Make sure I'm all stretched out, loosey-goosey, and really, really nail everything, every part of prep, 100%. You didn't get to see me eat my food, but all the meals are ate, I promise you. Everyone's in town. Tony made it in a couple hours ago. Roy, Alan, Chloe are all here. You've seen him. He's here. Mom couldn't make it. She'll be at the next show because it's Mother's Day. This is Mother's Day weekend. She's gonna enjoy herself. And I don't blame her. This is work. I don't really like if she's got a big presentation, I don't go hang out at her big presentation. So I know a lot of people see bodybuilding as like this thing where everyone wants to come out and be there, but for me it's a job. So I would rather, if my mom only has so many days off, I would rather spend that time actually enjoying her presence than me sitting around all day. So no, I've done plenty of preps where I've gone to the places by myself, done just fine, and then after the show, have a good time with family, go on vacation. I much prefer that than them spending $100 or me spending thousands of dollars for them to fly out, and then I can't do anything but sit on the couch and eat and pee, you know. So that's the way I like to see it. I get as an amateur, and when you're first starting out, you want your family at your show. You put all this time and effort into it because it's a big deal. It really is a big deal. You know, it's a big accomplishment. But when you've been competing for 10 years and your mom works a normal job, she gets so many days off. You don't want to spend those days, like I said, sitting on the couch peeing all day for her. So we'll see her next week. She'll show up on show day, I believe, and then we'll hang out in New York and actually have a good time. All right. We got this meal. I've been kind of watching TV all day. That's what I've been doing in between my meals. We've watched like Monkey Man, We finished 86, the anime, beautiful anime. We started Akudama Drive. If you like Cyberpunk, you'll probably like that. And we'll watch some more TV tomorrow. That's all we do. I don't like talking about shows or anything like that leading up to it. I just like to relax and keep my mind off of everything. The time is to think about that stuff, like backstage, on stage, then that's the time. But I'm not the type to talk about it all day, every day, leading into the show. I'll show you real quick before we go. It's not hot, but that's it. 150 grams of rice, 100 grams of asparagus, 200 grams of turkey. Peace. Good morning, guys. Coach just made it to the Airbnb. I am thirsty. I spent last night peeing pretty much every hour, like waking up peeing and not being able to fall asleep, and then turning on like an anime or putting on a video game, and then passing out like 15-20 minutes later, and then falling asleep for like an hour, then waking up again and peeing again. So I spent all night doing that. Hungry as hell, thirsty as hell, and I'm gonna check in and start this, hopefully start this carb up process. So let's get downstairs and make some magic happen, baby. Morning, morning, morning.
Okay.
Yes,
Are you already in there?
yeah, I'm tired. already in the trunks.
Did you sleep?
I woke up like every hour to pee last night.
Oh, that's good.
So I slept, but like, I don't know, really interrupted. Let's see, 180.
180? You dropped 6 pounds.
Since I was 185 last night.
185.6.
Yeah,
And before the last meeting. So you were probably 186. Nice. That's good. So you have a lot of room to play.
peeing all day.
That's good. Oh, wow. You don't want to hide them.
Popping and cracking everywhere. Oh, 10 pounds heavier than last year, and now relax and eat and chill out. Alright guys, we got the meal plan from Coach on the handy dandy phone right here. And we are getting a lot more food this morning. So we're gonna start the day out with, wait, let me start you off. Normally I get 0, 30, or at most 50 grams of cream of rice. If I'm looking really good, 50 grams, but if I'm looking really bad, 0. But today we're getting 100 grams of cream of rice in the morning. We cut back the morning supplements to vitamin C, magnesium, cut back the cleanse. So normally I do 120 these last few weeks. We dropped it down to 40. And then I take telmisartan because I have high blood pressure. So keep that in check. We're doing that still. So 100 grams of cream of rice, 1 gram of salt, 15 grams of ISO, and we're tracking our water meticulously today. So 200 milliliters of water. In 2 hours, we'll see how much I weigh and plan out the next meal. Alrighty, guys. So 100 grams of cream of rice. Right here, 15 grams of protein powder, 3 grams of cinnamon, just because I don't know. I don't need to measure it, but I was like, it's on the scale. Let's just see. And this is the hard part. We got to get 1 gram of salt. So let's see what we could do here. All right, that was a little more than 1 gram. That was a little more, but we can't do anything about it. Really. This salt stuff is hard, to be honest with you. We need like one of those little bitty scales, you know, that ain't for measuring food. That'll be perfect, but pretty damn close. Like it's 2 grams. To be quite honest with you guys, when I make my food in the morning, I do way more than 1 gram. So it's still reduced. I'm not stressed about it. All right, let's stir this in. I'm still using meals just because I like meals. And I usually do the orange tangerine in the morning to make it feel like a morning orange juice, Sunny D type deal. All right, let's stir this up. I try to limit the amount of water we use in the cream of rice as well. Just enough, not too much to where it's overly done. So I might need to add a little bit more here to get this stuff all mixed in. But like I said, I try to be a little bit more cautious of how much water I'm putting into here. Yeah, we'll use a tiny bit more to make it easier to stir. Alright, it's working. Yeah, today's gonna be pretty chill, guys. Pretty much chilling at the house, keeping my feet up, laying down, relaxing, watching movies until 1. Every 2 hours we're checking in, so it's, I don't know what time it is, 7, 8 o'clock, 8:30. He'll be back at 10:30 and 12:30, so we'll have, no wait, check-ins are at 5 p.m., so 10:30, 12:30, 2:30, maybe 4:30. So I might have 4 meals before we do check-ins today. And the amounts of the meals depend on my weight, so you guys pray for me. Let's keep this weight right here so I can eat as much as I want. I was talking to my friend last night, and she was like, I was like, normally my weight doesn't drop like this. So like, I don't, like, when I did the prep with John, I was really close to the weight cap. But this is several years ago. We had a different weight cap, and I didn't eat that whole day until weigh-ins. So I just kind of fried into my brain, but it seems pretty confident that we'll be fine. So, you know, I'm not worried about it at all. I think if you hire a coach, you should trust them. It's okay to have some questions here or there. It's okay to have a different opinion on methods, but if you're gonna hire someone, you're gonna work with someone, you need to let them lead and you need to follow. That's one of the key things of a great athlete, is learning how to take instructions and execute. So, lesson of the day. Food is ready. Gonna sit down, watch whatever, and chill out. It's a good day. Still 180. Worst part of the experience. Super thirsty. I've been thirsty since last night. My buddy, this guy made $500.
Hey, don't ask me what I did if you know what I mean.
Quick, we're gonna get back to his escapades, but 100 grams of cream of rice, 1 gram of salt, 200 grams of water. Chloe ordered some, and 15 grams of whey. So, meal number 2 going down. Hey, coffee's here. We're watching American Ultra, rewatching it. It's a good movie. Thank you. There's a lot of water, man. Yeah, it's like filled to the brim. Normally when I do these special shots, and this is why I usually, I wish you would have told me I was doing it. It'll be like where this top finger is, like maybe like 2 fingers high at most. Maybe just measured this out to see how much water's in here and subtracted it from the water I was drinking, but this one drink over the course of 2 days, it'll be okay. 180.8. Alright guys, meal number, wait, let me turn the TV down. Alright guys, meal number 3 going down. 300 grams of rice, 15 grams of whey, 1 gram of salt, 200 milliliters of water, already been drunken, and vitamin C and magnesium. We got an hour before we need to go, and we want to put together these gravity boots. Let's do it. So, like I said before, I want to make sure everything's up to par with me making height. I was a little late on buying an inversion table, wouldn't have been here in time. So instead, gravity boots it is. So we just need to put this together, head to a gym for like 5 minutes, and then we'll go from there. 180.8. So, next meal is going down. I forgot what number this is, but if you're watching, you should be keeping count. I believe it's number 3, maybe 4. But we're doing an espresso, just a shot of coffee. It's about 7 grams of this stuff right here. 300 grams of rice, 15 grams of protein, and 1 gram of salt. Run that again. If you didn't catch it, my weight hasn't moved pretty much all day. We woke up at 180, then the next meal was 180.8. Now we're at 180.8 again, so it's been going pretty good to make the weight cut off. Not feeling at all the food, but happy to be eating. So. All right, guys, we're back at Exercise Warehouse. Got the gravity boots. Tired of walking, but we got to make sure we get this weight cap met. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Quick question. We just wanted to use the pull-up bar for the gravity boots. I still will pay a day pass for everyone.
Yes.
If that's okay for 20. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. We gotta make sure we're tall enough for the weight limit. Thank you. And that's why you need to check out Exercise Warehouse. Dude gave me my money back. That doesn't happen every time. Oh my God. Let's go. Energy. I'm getting taller, I feel it. All right, guys, we have made it. How you doing, bro? Hopefully this doesn't take too long.
20 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
From his show.
All right, this way. A little lost, but we're getting it. Out of breath. This looks right. Looks like the right place to be. You just check in whenever?
Yeah. Just check in with Bill right here, and then you're gonna wait.
Check-ins went pretty good. Obviously made weight. No, there was not an issue at all. The gravity boost did not work. I think, like I said, my height stuff has to do with my hair. Like right now, you guys have seen the back of my head. This is pretty damn bare. So I think that's how I lost a little bit when we were doing the height measurements. It's not a whole lot I can do about that at the moment. It's just life, unfortunately. But with that being said, we didn't suffer to make weight, so that still leaves more room. Yeah, I weighed in at 181, but if I really had to suffer, we probably could have dropped another 5 pounds to make weight. So in my mind, we at least got 5 pounds to work with going into the Olympia to really suck down and to do what we need to do to be at our best. 180.8. I saw Ozu where he was like, he had the biggest bowl of food. He said, bro, I think he said he was eating 4. No, what's it? I think he said like 400 or 500 grams of rice. It looked like more because it was like the bowl I eat out of, but like, I was like, damn, man. He looked like he didn't eat or drink all day. I got compliments on my hoodie. That was nice.
Yay.
Especially being in Pittsburgh. Alrighty, peeps. Meal number 5. About to go down. A little bit more carbs. 130 grams this time around. Wow, this is cooking. Let's go through the goodie bag. But first, let's stir. This is a very crucial part. You can cook this without stirring it, but it's not gonna be texturized very great. It's gonna be all kind of messed up if you don't do this part. And the more mashed up you can get it, the better. Patience. That's the hard part. Because if you don't have patience, then you eat faster, but then the food tastes worse. It's kind of like microwaving your eggs versus cooking your eggs on the stove. Yeah, you can cook your eggs in a microwave, but they're not gonna be as good. Or a microwave, you guys know what I mean. Whatever I said. Looking pretty good. We'll throw that in for maybe another minute. Yummy already. All right, first up, nice little t-shirt with all the people that don't sponsor me on the back. It's actually a really nice quality shirt, though. I will say that. Really, really nice quality. Yeah. Oh, U.S. Air Force. That's one thing in there that I've been a part of. Fit Body Fusion. I used to work with them. They're great people. IFBB Apparel. They gave me some stuff. That's about it. New Tech is always nice to me. They don't want to sponsor me though. They rather sponsor Nick and Regan, but maybe one day they'll sponsor me. Nice little Wolfpack bag. Reishi mushroom gummies. That's pretty cool. We got some supplements from a brand that doesn't sponsor me. Some supplements from a brand that doesn't sponsor me. I ain't giving them no shout outs. No. I mean, what does that do for you guys? I'm just letting you know what we get as competitors. You don't need to know exactly the brands. Oh, and this may be a sign. This is crazy. Dark Sport. It's like a Dark Sport t-shirt. Might be a sign. Nice little tee. They didn't ask me what size, so it's just double XL. I guess they gave everyone double XLs. A little big, but it feels nice. And that's what we got. Yo, to be quite honest, so a lot of companies don't make these sample packs anymore. Back in the day, when I first started bodybuilding, the goodie bags were fucking legit. Like, this is not the best goodie bag. I don't know how goodie bags are done at amateur shows anymore. But man, you used to get like full supplement containers and all types of craziness when it came to goodie bags back in the day. Times changed, you know. But the shirts are nice. I will say the shirts are nice. This Wolfpack bag is very, very nice. It came with a hat from Axe and Sledge, high quality hat. So I'll give this goodie bag 6.5 out of 10 compared to goodie bags back in like the late 2010s. So like 10 years ago. Compared to goodie bags 10 years ago. What else am I doing with this meal? 15 ISO and 10 grams of almond butter, and that'll be it. More chocolate ISO going on top here. That's literally just a sprinkle. And lastly, a lot of people don't know this hack for whatever reason. I don't know why. This is how you measure almond butter. Like, I've seen so many people, these videos go viral, right? All you do is you put the almond butter on the scale, zero it out, and then we're shooting for 10 grams, 13 grams, a little bit more off. We need one more. You got less. Oh my gosh. This is still a little difficult, but all right, there we go. Voila. End up being 11 grams, but it'll be okay. 1 gram is not gonna kill me. And lastly, I want to add some cinnamon. No tapping on the bottle today. We're doing the PG way. 1 gram of salt. I feel like these things are not accurate enough ever to do 1 gram of actual salt, but this is the finest ground pink salt I've ever used in my life. I don't think it's capturing it. I think that's definitely gotta be a gram.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me stop before I end up salt overload. Yeah, we're just gonna. I'm like 110% sure that was a gram at least. Last, we got 2 things. We got 200 milliliters of water. So overall, so far today, I normally do like a liter meal. So right now I'll be at 5 liters, but since I've been doing 200 with each meal, I've only done like a liter of water today. So that's like 1/6 my normal amount. All right, guys, and that is cooking with diesel.
Do you believe in using diuretics? Like, do you think I'm that in?
Like, I really believe that in his case, if you use diuretic, he's gonna get he's gonna lose so much water, he's gonna look soft.
Got you.
You know? So actually, I rather like push more carbs and just use the carbs to
dry him out,
Okay.
and it's gonna make him look fuller, so it's gonna pull the skin out. So it's gonna look drier by doing that.
Okay.
So like I don't think diuretic is gonna do anything good for him.
Yeah, I'm always interested in like how like different coaches do different things, and then different athletes' bodies react to it and all of that. So
Yeah, so I don't really use them.
yeah.
I guess dandelion technically, but you get that from the corner store.
Yeah, this new version is definitely gonna break some hearts.
I'm thirsty enough already. If I take a diuretic, I feel like I'll fucking die.
Right. It's like we keep pushing food, the weight stays the same. It means if you drop, it's not good.
Okay.
If you go high, like if you go high in weight, like it can mean two things. It can either like being filling up, that's good, or you can also be like retaining a lot of water.
Okay.
It's not good. So like right now it's like perfect. Like if we stay at the same weight or like a little bit higher, just a bit, now that's probably what's gonna happen. It means that he's drying out and retaining at the same time, like filling up.
Right.
So that's why I'm more interested about the feedback. It's like I know what kind of question I need to ask. Like if he's if he's thirsty,
Okay.
Like if he's really, really thirsty, he needs to drink, because that means that he's drying out way too much, like losing too much fluid.
Okay.
So now he needs. If he's saying like, yeah, I'm a bit thirsty, but it's okay. But it's like, yeah, okay, normal. Like just
Got you.
same word. And like
Tell them what your things are about the vitamin C and magnesium. And yeah.
both of them use with the cortisol, like help with the cortisol.
Okay.
Which is not something that just like you have cortisol that like when your brain is stressed, like just you're stressed mentally, but the body can stress too.
Okay.
So in that time right now, you want to use that to control it. Vitamin C also have, when you use a lot of vitamin C, if you're doing real rounds, it's not going to do nothing. But if you use it like at some time, the vitamin C is gonna make the blood fill up. So you're gonna have a better blood flow.
Oh shit.
So that's gonna happen. You're gonna always
Yeah.
And magnesium is like bring more hardness and like prevent some from cramping too.
Yeah.
Prevent from shaking too. How? There's probably like some reasons, but I didn't dig for it. I just saw it. People are not shaking when they use it. And have with digestion and sleep.
So I used to have this when I was a kid. I had this Batman action figure where when you look at his leg development, the hamstring stuck out all the way like the glute, like you could draw a line because of the hamstring development. You got that exact hamstring development. Now that you've weighed in, like what do you guys do now? Do you fill out? Is this like a fill out process now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep water and salts. Just keep like going with carbs.
Cool.
It's gonna feel more. If you just do around 40 minutes, yeah, you're gonna get like more and more like
Okay.
tighter,
All right, guys. Next meal number 6. We got 300 grams of rice. I split it this time because I wanted to finish with the protein. They just joking over there. 15 grams of protein. I'm gonna mix that in with the rice over here. 200 milliliters of water and vitamin C. And that's it. You want to guess again? 181.2.
Oh my god. You okay? Yeah, dude. Sorry, brother. That's insane.
Hell yeah.
I have a preference for the right one for both of them are doing it. Yeah, so then I'll just put that leg down. Just yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's your other
That's
line
a
now.
feather.
Allez, icône.
All right, guys. So meal number 7 going down. We got 300 grams of rice. Put 50 in here with some 15 grams of whey isolate and 1 gram of salt. In addition to that, we did 1 gram of vitamin C and 300 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. So this is the 7th meal. We got 1 more to go tonight. we'll make a total of 8. I'm not doing the macro counter, so he saw the meals. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just add up the amount of rice we had and the amount of cream of rice, and then you guys can figure out the carbs from there. So that'll be like, you'll see 2 numbers, and we'll get some mathematicians to figure it out. Put it in the comment section. I'm gonna finish watching Train to Busan. Roy's enjoying that movie. It's probably if you haven't seen it, it's one of the best zombie movies ever made. It's a Korean film. Korea makes a lot of good film. But yeah. 181.2. I know everyone asks, like, when do you cut water? We don't ever cut water. Obviously, it's a lot less than on a normal day. I think today we did 200 milliliters with each meal, so 200 times 8.
1.6 liter.
I normally do around 6,000, so that's a lot less. But still, it's still water involved. There's still water there. The only part of prep that's difficult for me is the water. Well, it's not difficult, it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's meal of the nights.
Yep. You gotta eat again. You gotta eat again.
8th meal of the night.
Last one. I don't know if it's the last one from today or the first one for tomorrow. Yeah.
Just 300 grams of rice. We do a gram of salt. I just kind of spray it on the. All right. They actually moved the gram this time. Crazy. 200. I'm gonna be so thirsty in the morning. I did a little Q&A in my broadcast channel because I didn't want to get a whole bunch of random people asking me questions on my stories. So I did it in my broadcast channel. It was actually pretty nice. And someone asked me how I deal with hunger. That was the last couple of weeks of prep. And like, I get hungry, but to be honest with you, it's fine. Normally I get hungry at night and it's not a big deal. But I told them, I was like, in life, you're gonna suffer no matter what. Like, you can suffer, leading into a show being hungry. And the alternative is suffering on stage, getting last place. So my biggest fear is showing up on stage looking like how we say in the military, a bag of smashed assholes. And I do my best not to look like a bag of smashed assholes. Assholes. You never look like a bag of smashed assholes. So a little bit of protein here. But I get a lot more food, but it's honestly not satisfying. I know it looks like I do enjoy eating, but I don't know. It's just not as satisfying as eating like my normal meals lead up into the show where I got like 200 grams of chicken or 200 grams of turkey and 100 grams of rice. That honestly, if I could choose between 300 grams of rice and having 200 grams of turkey and 100 grams of rice, I would go with that. It's way more satisfying in terms of feeling full. Carbs on everything. Still kept the meals, hopefully. These are artificial, so you guys can see how I look to see if it really matter.
Surprise, Yasin.
You seen me have it for sure. I'm pretty sure. Protein. I've only done the chocolate today because I didn't think Freedom Rock popsicle would go good with rice. This is basically cream of rice. Poor man's cream of rice. One last thing. I'm gonna steal some of Roy's seasoning. So now we got the sweet and the savory. In terms of supplements, 1 gram of dandelion root and 1 gram vitamin C. And this is last meal of the day or first meal of tomorrow. All right, guys, it is show day, and I feel pretty good. This has been a long time coming, I took all of 2024 off. Last time we were on stage was November of 2023 in India. Little did I know I wouldn't be on stage again until today. And I gotta say, I'm excited. I feel truly, truly, truly blessed in every sense of the word. This has been the best prep ever, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. I can truly say I've given everything, and I left nothing on the table this time around. I got an amazing group of people around me, and we improved, and I think that's the most important thing when you are a bodybuilder, especially at this level. Like, regardless of wanting to win, wanting to be the best,
realistically, there can only be one. So for most people, and what I believe bodybuilding to truly be is a journey of self-improvement. How can I be better in every sense of the word? And I think we've embodied that this time around, improving in every sense of the word. But the best part is we improved physically, 10 pounds heavier than the last time I was on stage. That's a win, regardless. The physique I had that won India, the physique I had that took 5th at the Olympia in 2023 would not do well at this show. The competitors have improved, and I'm excited that I have brought a physique that is worthy of class physique in 2025, because like I said before, I'm one of the only guys I am the only guy who's been at the Olympia in 2016 that is still making it to the Olympia in 2025, 9 years later. And it's because I recognize that, like, man, the competition's always improving. Like, you can't just stay the same, and you have to evolve. There's some people genetically, they can do what the fuck they want to do, still be the best. But for most of us, you got to evolve with the times. You got to get better. You got to improve to stay relevant, to stay at the top of your game. And it's not an easy thing to do. Mindset wise, I feel really, really good. I'm really happy with my physique. There's some things I still want to improve on. But overall, man, really, really, really proud of myself. There's nothing else to do, man, but to step on stage. And today, we got a couple meals. Yassine should be here, hopefully. If not, I'm not too stressed about it. He'll be here soon. I probably won't be filming much myself. It's funny, me and Chloe talk about it, is the videos do way better when I'm got the camera myself, but I need to focus on the show. I need to let other people do their jobs today. So she's gonna be handling all the camera work for the most part. You might see me do a little bit today, but most of it's gonna be her doing her job and doing it well. I'll do my best to treat it like any other vlog though. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Get downstairs and get ready for the show. It is around 7 a.m. right now, and showtime is 1 p.m. Let's go. Oh, right on time. I literally just walked downstairs. How you feeling? You ready?
I feel I know the timing.
You ready to win?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Check-in time.
Hungry? First year? Or is it?
Not really hungry, but thirsty, yeah. Shirt today. Return of the diesel. Premium grade muscle. Restart the run, redo the records. Love it. $100 grams of cream of rice. I can't measure half a gram of salt. It's a pinch, I guess. 15 grams of iso, magnesium, and something.
You have the Pablo Escobar scale?
I know, that's what I was saying. I was thinking that's the only scale that'll measure that closely. The scale struggles to measure 1 gram sometimes.
People will be ecstatic to see you clean your own bowl. What's happening?
Oh, I was cleaning the first one of the day. I don't play. I'm not a person. If people think I've literally never cleaned my bowl, that's not that bad. I clean it at least once a day. Sometimes twice if I'm feeling
Ooh.
He's like, you thirsty? Yeah. Okay. Nice to know. Yeah, like, way too much. This is expensive. I'm gonna pour some of this water out.
It's crazy how the kitchen is so dark on that side, and then you go on this side, and it's like you just reach Evan. Like,
One show what I would love to do. I don't think a lot of people realize, like, the bodybuilders back in the day. Like, obviously they look great, but some of the reason why they look so good is because of the cameras that were used back in the day. I would love to get one of the cameras they used and film it
a show or just me? I don't care. You film everybody. But I think that would be so cool. Because I'm like, yo, you could tell them, like everyone's like, oh, they were so lean. I'm like, they weren't. Look at the glutes. Like, granted, Ronnie Coleman was super lean, but like, Lee, Priest, and Flex Wheeler almost never had striated glutes at the show. But yeah, like a lot of those, even Chris Cormier, I can't really think of him being like inside out peeled, you know? The only guy I could think of that really pushed it was Ronnie. So yeah, that's the goal. I asked Daniel what cameras they use, and he didn't get back to me. One other connect, the guy that used to actually film those documentaries and shows back then, black backdrops. The Olympia actually has done it twice. 2016, the very first one. And it's not because it's just because they didn't want to put money into it. Like classic, like it was an afterthought. And people ask me how the first Class Physique Olympia was. Just try to Google it. I don't even think there's any Olympia footage of the first one. They did not care. They didn't even care to film it. Like we did the prejudging. We took an hour break. Prejudging was at Expo, which is normal. We took an hour break and we went back on stage for finals at the Expo. Like it was all at the Expo. They did not care. It was quick. It was done. It was simple. So I didn't feel. I was like, this was less prestigious than like an amateur show that I've done, where everyone's actually there to see you and not just walking around buying, getting free shit. So that was the first year. So I don't give them credit for that one. But 2020, they actually had a black backdrop. It might have been at prejudging, and I think that stage was beautiful. The lighting was perfect.
It was.
It looked really nice. It was really classy.
That was the year it was in Orlando, right? Because of COVID?
2020, yeah. And that could have been another reason why it was so simple. Dang. None of it was intentional. I thought that one was really nice. And then he said half. That's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than what I was going to do. That's about as good as I'm going to get that. Lastly, the ISO. Sticking with the trend of 15 grams and some cinnamon. I think Urs calls it a carpet bomb. It's kind of dark, but whatever. I guess it's dark from someone from the military, but it's not. Like, when I was working with John years ago, that last week he would like say, the water you put in your cream rice counts towards your water intake for the day. So I don't know if that's what truly matters, but you pick up things and whatnot from your previous coaches, As much as I would like to have more water and this be thicker and more filling, it does not matter this way. Do a little less food volume in the stomach, I got some guys with some really good vacuums I'm competing against, and some guys with some really small waists, so gotta make sure everything's as tight as possible. I think a lot of people don't realize, like a lot of bodybuilders, the reason they're distended, there's a lot of reasons they're distended. Back when bubble guts were a real big thing, they thought it was all just because of the GH and the insulin, and that could play a factor. But once I saw Rolly Winkler go from a bubble gut to in the vacuum, dude, I was like, or even Ben Pikowski went from a bubble gut to in the vacuum. Like a lot of it is the foods you're eating and your digestion, how much you're eating right before you get on stage, and just training your abs and training for that specific goal of having a tight waist. Vacuums in the morning, leading up into the show, because they changed it in a single off season. I'm like, yeah. So.
And being aware of your midsection all the time.
Especially on stage. Nick does a great job of it. I see Nick chilling backstage. I saw a picture of Nick, video of Nick chilling backstage at Pittsburgh. But when he's on stage, he still has a wider waist, but everything's tight no matter what. He keeps that ab control tight all the time. All right, meal number 1.
Yay.
Alright guys, the meal is all prepared. The last one of the prep. Last meal of prep. Alright, after we do this, rest some more, and then go get tanned up.
one I've been waiting for. Another heavy hitter here, Terrence Ruffin. Our top two here coming back out.
Gentlemen, front double bicep. Abdominals and thighs. Your favorite classic pose.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with Terrence.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's definitely close, but I do agree that Terrence is taking it here, in my opinion. Just the overall flow and balance and shape is really exceptional.
All right, guys. So prejudging is done. Feel good. Feel fine. People always ask me how I think I did. I mean, I just based it on where I was. I think I was in the middle. I don't know how many people were there. Definitely in the top two. But yeah, I can't see myself on stage, so I don't know how I look next to the other guy. So I can't really tell you like anything past that. I always think it's funny. Everyone else has a better idea of how I did than I do myself until I go back and look at videos later. So I really have no idea. Holzim was a great bodybuilder, especially for his age, 23. Honestly, going into the show, I thought Kaiki would surpass him, but once I start to see more of Kaiki's physique versus Holzim, I didn't say anything obviously because I don't like to put bad juju on the athletes. But I had a feeling that Holzim would be that guy, and yeah, he deserves respect, man. He's top 5 in the world. Outside of how I think I did, I'm definitely happy. 10 pounds heavier. He can't stop talking about how much better I look. The peep fans can't stop talking about how much better I look. So it's a good day. Now head home, chill, eat, do whatever he says.
How was it to be back on stage after so long?
It still felt a little awkward, to be honest with you. Like, you know what's weird? Like in 2023 at the Olympia, I didn't feel like myself even more. I felt like I couldn't hold my poses correctly. The floor felt weird. Just all of it just felt foreign. This time it felt less foreign, but still not 100% like in the zone. That's just me being honest. I obviously not competing for a year, and it's a little awkward. And it's posing wise, I was pretty happy. I wasn't sweating. I wasn't tired. Personally, my favorite feeling in the world is when they making us go through rounds, and you see the other guys start to get winded, and you just hold those poses like it's nothing. That's the best feeling. But nobody really had too much issues holding the poses at this show here. But yeah, I felt good in terms of like stamina, presentation. I think it was all pretty good. Yacine gave me some tips after the first group comparison. I felt like I implemented those pretty well. Perfectly. Go come back to the night show, do my routine. Personally, I don't think it's gonna be my best routine. Yeah, I don't know. That's what worries me more than anything. Is like, oh man, I want to see a routine. I want to see a routine. I'm like, well, I haven't been feeling creatively as I don't know, as creative as I used to. But I think it's gonna be a good one. Maybe not the best, but I think it'll be good. And then I got my speech written up. If I win, you know, I got a really nice speech written up. Hopefully people don't get bored. It's like 3 paragraphs. That's like what, a minute. That's 60 seconds. They can handle that. So yeah, it's a good day. Good day.
Hell yeah. Officially back on stage, man.
Officially back on stage. The return of Ruff. That's in the back. No, man, but my check-in photos, some days I would like it, and some days I would fucking hate it.
Which one? This one?
The classic, this classic one.
That's good. It's good.
I did not feel really confident after the individuals. No one was clapping, like he screaming or saying shit. I didn't hear anybody.
We tried to scream a bunch, but
I heard people, yeah, I've never had that amount of detail in my side leg before.
Yeah, and then in the glutes too?
I want to see that. I want to see the abs entire. I want to see how it looks from the front.
Who is it? Which Samson is this? Was that Samson? I don't think that's the Samson. Nah, it's a different Samson. Well, I had 2 Miss Olympias say good job. Keon and Sean. Oh wow, I'm lighter.
Huh?
I'm lighter.
most definitely.
We'll show you what gonna be.
3 seconds. What are we?
178. You were getting tighter as you were posing.
Well, that was the thing I was selling too. So for everyone watching, there's a lot of nuance to bodybuilding, and it depends on the level. someone at my level who know they're gonna be in first call outs, most likely top 2, you're gonna have to do several rows of folding. You don't blow your wad at the beginning with the pump up. You do a little bit of pump up right before you get on stage, and then you let the posing pump you up even more. Most people, a lot of people in their first call outs, they pumped up for like 30, 40 minutes. And yeah, they look fucking great as soon as they walk out, but that quickly starts to go downhill. I learned this from the GOAT, Chris. Start pumping up very, 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 very late. very, very, very late. Yeah. So we literally did like one set of everything. We did like one set of curls, one set of push downs, one set of delts, back, all of that. And then I went on stage and I did that one more time. I did one more time after the first round of posing. First group. All right, guys. The last meal before finals. 60 grams of carbs, 15 grams of whey, a gram of salt. We drank 200 milliliters of water, and 300 milligrams of magnesium is what this consisted of. We're just gonna chill out. They're gonna chat. Maybe I'll chat. I don't know. Depending on how I feel. Maybe watch a movie. I don't know. But yeah, just relax for the next 2 hours and go back. New mic in the building. Hey, upgrading every day. I'm exhausted. Now I feel really thirsty. But show's almost done, and the show's not over yet. So gotta bring the best, you know. I feel like Hosema didn't get a lot of chatter. Granted, he didn't post a lot of photos, but at the same time, he's a top 5 Olympian, and I don't care what anyone says. Being a top 5 guy is not something to scoff at or something to take lightly. So we're doing everything we can to take it home tonight. Yeah.
How are we feeling, Coach?
Good. Good, confident.
I meant a few words.
Like I said, I like seeing people I know, but then them not seeing me, because I'm like, oh, it's nice to see them. But I don't gotta stop because I'm tired. I was like, yeah, I'll just text them later. Hey, I saw you.
Please welcome Terrence Ruffin.
I expect something magical now.
Yeah, anyone that follows Terrence's career knows he's a master of the art of posing, and he always brings something spectacular. All right, so we got our top 4 here.
So I talked to a bunch of people between prejudging and finals, and it's absolutely mixed.
I agree. Yep, I heard about the same consensus. You know, even myself, I went back and forth.
It's the quads that decide this for me.
Me too. It just changes the entire shape of the physique.
Side chest, actable bicep.
But if we're talking about classic shape,
you know, Terrence, great lower body.
But thank you, gentlemen. Back in line. Back to you, Bob. All right, thank you, Big Steve. How about a big hand, folks, for your classic physique lineup? Miss you on the stage. One of the best posers in the biz. You and Logan Franklin, often referred to as the two of the best when it comes to classic physique. Tonight, of course, no exception, but the time you took away was well served. You look great. Congratulations, you're the champ.
Woo! It's good to be back, baby, and to be here at the Pittsburgh Pro, making the comeback is an amazing feeling. I've been doing this since the start. And I got to tell you, each and every year since 2016, the competition has gotten better and better and better. And it just goes to show you, like, taking that time off is needed sometimes. If you guys weren't aware, 2024 wasn't the best year. A lot of trials and tribulations, injuries, separations, movings, all those things like that. But a lot of people said I was done. A lot of people said I was finished. I want me back up here again. But in times like that, instead of focusing on the haters and rubbing situations like this in their face, I would rather spend this time and thank everyone who stood by my side during this period. I remember Steve and Tyler last year at Texas Pro. You guys gave me great advice. I told you I was coming here. I did what I said I was going to do. Shout out to my coach, Yassine. The beginning of this year wasn't the best, like I said, but he stuck by me. He was a great, great coach. My sponsors who kept the lights on, the bills paid. Definitely a good thing. And you know, I just want to say thank you to everyone who stood by my side. It's a really amazing feeling. With that being said, I see some of my competition out there. They're looking really, really big over there. Ramon, Urs, Wesley, good to see you guys. If there wasn't a weight cap, I might be a little scared. Woo! But before we get to the Olympia, I'm still feeling a bit rusty. And I hear that there's another show next weekend. Is that right, Steve? Is that right?
We look forward to having you there.
I will be there. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're hearing it here in New York. Terrence Ruff will be there. We're going to enjoy this moment right now. How's it feel going back to the Olympia?
It's an amazing feeling. You know, the seat's wide open. I still got some work to do, you know, 1 point difference. That tells me right now I got a lot of work to do to beat those guys. Those guys are champions. Those guys are amazing. And I don't take anything lightly.
No, you sure don't, bro. I'll tell you what you do. You look great. You brought your best package tonight. I'm going to see you in Las Vegas, Nevada, on the Olympia stage doing what you do best. Give it up for Ruff Diesel, Terrence Ruffin.
Well, big congratulations to Terrence after the layout coming back and capturing a huge victory here.
All right, guys, so that is a wrap. Pittsburgh Pro is done. 1 point difference, so there's still a lot of work to be done if you want to win that Olympia title. And lo and behold, Hosma's doing New York as well. So we're going to have some fun tonight, but tomorrow we're back on the game 100%. But I got something really fun playing right before we do that as well. You guys will obviously see it on Instagram first, but brain's always clicking and thinking, and I'm always thinking of ways to make the sport better. You know, I set up this thing for Pittsburgh with me and Kaiki and Hosma and Anton and Michael. They just couldn't make it. And I got something else really cool planned for some other guys who are going to be on stage tomorrow. With that being said, overall, I'm very happy, but this is just the first step on a long journey of me achieving my goals and my dreams. So am I happy? Do I feel good? Yes. Am I satisfied? No. We still got 2 more shows this year we need to win, New York Pro and the Olympia. So with that being said, I know you guys have been wondering. I know you guys have been waiting. I know you guys really want to know what your boy is eating tonight. And so I'll show you. Chloe said the word cult, so, you know, that's obviously a really bad thing to say. You can't say cult on camera. This is what we got. Sausage, chicken raped bacon, bananas. I don't know what this is. This is not what I ordered. I ordered, no, this is garlic picanha, mushrooms, and my crazy pizza that I love. Pineapples, bacon, chicken, and some beef. Yassine ordered some sushi. It may get here tonight. It may get here tomorrow. Who knows? But yeah, that's it. Peace.